Hi guys, and thank you so much for watching my channel The Witty Turtle, and in this particular video we are going to discuss how many forecasting methods are there and what are these methods.
So before starting the video, I would like you guys to know about this comprehensive batch of Unacademy, which is named as the Success Batch, which is specifically for CMA Foundation students who are going to appear in this June 2022 exams. This batch is going to start from 5th of January 2022, and it is a golden opportunity for you guys to ace your June 2022 examination. Prepare with the top notch educators in India, and this subscription is a subscription that is more than just classes. They will provide you with live interactive classes, recorded lectures with unlimited watch time, access to notes from all the educators at one place. Every fourth session is a doubt clearing session, updated study materials, and practice mock test papers. So don't wait for more and get your subscriptions done today. Simply, you just need to download the Unacademy Learning app, select CMA Foundation as your goal, and get your subscription. They will also give you a perfect study plan to clear your June 2022 exams. In the subscription, you can avail Rs 875 per month for 24 months and likewise for 12 months and 6 months. You can use my coupon code ANVESHA10 to avail a 22% discount on the purchase of any course on Unacademy. And remember, this particular discount of 22% is valid only till January 5th. So remember, you have only one day and a few hours to avail this offer. You can also use my coupon code even if you are not preparing for CMA and you are preparing, let's say, for UPSC or like JEE Mains or NEET PG or any competitive exam. Then you can use my coupon code ANVESHA10 to get a 10% off on any purchase. So trust me, this is the best platform where you will get everything at one click. So the link of the classes of Unacademy is given in the description box below. Don't forget to check them out.
Before knowing how many methods are there, let's understand how these methods are devised. So basically, different authorities on marketing and production have devised many methods to forecast the demands or the sales. So there are total 7 methods, out of which 2 methods are very important, and the rest 5 methods are very important from the point of view of theoretical questions. So, what is the first method? Survey of buyer's intentions or the user's expectation method. This method is the most direct method. So, what happens in this particular method? Whoever are the users of that product, or whoever are the expected consumers, or the consumers, those who bought the product in the last year, the company goes and contacts them directly, and the company asks them about their intention to buy the product, right, for the upcoming year or for a given expected future, and it is usually for a year. And they contact the users or the consumers, and they ask them about their intention to buy, that is whether they want to buy it or whether they don't want to buy it, or they need some improvement in that particular product, like this. Okay, so total sales forecast of the product is estimated on the basis of advice and willingness of various customers. Customers' advice and willingness is very important in this particular method. Now, the 4 advantages of this method is given here. The first thing is that as these information are collected directly from the customer, so the estimates are correct. Second point is what? As there is a subjective feel of the market, like what the buyer actually wants, what the consumers actually expect in the product, that gets clear. So it helps in developing a new product. And what is the third point? The third point is this method is more appropriate where users of the product are numbered and a new product is to be introduced, for which there are no previous records. A totally new product has been developed which do not have any past record. So in that case, the expected needs and wants and the demands of the user gets very clear while following this method. And lastly, it is most suitable for short run forecasting, right? It is generally for a year or less, so it is for short run forecasting. The next point is what? The next method is collective opinion of, this is of, okay, opinion of Salesforce composite method. So इस मेथड में क्या होता है? The salesman, the branch manager, the area manager, and the sales managers are asked about the needs and wants and expectations of the actual users, because these are the people who really deal with the customers on a direct manner. They directly deal with the customers, so they know the mentality, they know the expectation, they know the estimation of the consumers who actually use the product. So the estimates of individual salesmen are then consolidated to find out the total estimated sales for the coming session. So like this, they either make the similar product, or they make some new improvements, or they develop an entirely new product. So whatever data is data is collected and consolidated from the salesman and sales manager, those data are again examined by the successive executive levels, like the top level management, which includes some factors like proposed changes in product design. Like whatever product design you have, you might need to change the design in order to make it suitable for the consumers. Then you might need to change the kind of advertising, the sale price, and even you have to consider competition in the market, right? Here the third point is what? The third point is group executive judgment or executive judgment method. So मैंने अभी जो बोला, this is the very same thing. So this is a process of combining, averaging, and evaluating in some other way, like opinions and views of the top executive. See, first you collect the information from the like lower level or middle level management, and after that you examine those information with the help of the top executives, and you also evaluate the opinions and views of the top level management, right? As the top executives are from different fields like finance, marketing, production, and HR, so accordingly they make the forecast. Fourth point is what? Experts' opinion. See, in every field there are a few experts, right? So similarly you can also take the opinion of the experts which are given in the newspapers. So this is basically this is based on the information collected from secondary source, right? You can take experts' opinion from newspapers and journals of the trade, then wholesalers and distributors of the company's products, also the agencies or professional experts, right? And similarly you can also make the sales forecast. Fifth point is market test method. If you have done BBA or MBA or any management degree, then you must be knowing this is called as market simulation. What is this? For a particular period of time, let's say for 2 months or 3 months, the company does one thing, that he sells his product in some part of the market for a very small period of time, so that he can assess the sales and he can assess the intention of the consumers, right? And this is most suitable when a new product has been developed and you and the company is preparing to launch the new product in the market, right? The next method is trend projection method. So if I go through your syllabus, then this method is very important because you get most of the long questions, most of the numericals from this particular method. In trend projection method, what they generally do is they collect, they observe and record the historical data of a company. Like in the year 2019, how much was the sale? In the year 2020, how much was the sale? In the year 2021, how much is the sale? And according to this historical data, they analyze them and they make a trend out of that. They derive a trend out of that, and this trend is called secular trend. The trend can either be upward or it can be downward. It cannot be both ways, right? And such data is generally referred to as time series. So what they do? They take out the historical data, they analyze them, and they make a trend. They derive a trend out of that, which is either upward or downward. It cannot be both ways, and this trend is known as secular trend, right? And in this particular trend projection method only, there is a method which is known as method of least square or straight line trend method, which is generally used in fitting the trend. So what they do, they take two variables, y and x, and they make a regression equation out of that. And after solving the regression equation, you will get to know the value of the upcoming sales forecast or your demand forecast, right? So ये methods क्या है, we will study that in detail in the upcoming class, right? Now the seventh method is moving average method. What is moving average method? So in this method, what they do, an appropriate period gets determined in which the moving average will be calculated. And while determining the period of moving average, जो normal cycle time होता है, that keeps on changing with the values of the series. So that is known as short-term fluctuation. So in this method, what they do, the basic objective is to eliminate the short-term fluctuation. The basic objective is what? To eliminate the change in the normal cycle time, right? As far as possible, the period for moving averages should be in odd numbers, such as period of 3 years or 5 years or 7 years, right? The calculated values of moving averages present the basis for determining the expected amount of sale. This method is not so important as far as numericals are concerned, but you might get questions from theory from this particular method in the theory part, right? The next topic that we are going to study today is criteria of a good forecasting method, right? See, we know that forecasting can never be accurate. It can never be 100% accurate, right? So the suitability of a method depends on some factors. What are those factors? So there are total 6 factors. 6 factors. First one is nature of the product. What kind you are making the forecasting for, what kind of product. Then how much time is available with you. Like you have the past records for how many years. Third is past records. Past records must be available with you. And wealth and energy. You must have sufficient fund. You must have the energy, the manpower to make the forecasting. And the degree of accuracy, you also see, I told you that forecasting can never be 100% accurate, but ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि ये एकदम 0% ही accurate निकले, मतलब पूरा ही गलत निकले, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. And lastly, the forecaster, जो forecasting कर रहे हैं, right? So these 6 factors are essential for good forecasting method. So now, see, a good forecasting method must possess the following qualifications. There are total 6 qualifications. First one is accuracy, right? Accuracy क्या है? Accuracy होता है हम लोग जो estimate करते हैं वो कितना सही है, right? Up to what extent the forecasting is right or true. So forecasting कभी भी wrong नहीं होना चाहिए. आप अगर forecast कर रहे हो, if you are not sure, then the businessman might suffer a big loss. अगर forecasting गलत हो जाएगा तो businessman को बहुत ज़्यादा loss सहना पड़ेगा. Second is what? Simplicity. What is the role of simplicity here? See, the method should be simple, because if the method is very difficult, hard or very technical, then there might be a chance of mistake. जितना ज़्यादा difficult होगा या जितना ज़्यादा complicated होगा, more is the chance of mistaking there, right? Some information are collected from outside and that will remain unanswered, or inaccurate replies will be received if the method is difficult. If the method is difficult, then not everybody can do that. So there will be many unanswered and inaccurate replies. Next point is economy. The method has to be economical, obviously. It has to be economical, taking into account the importance of the accuracy. That means if a particular forecaster is charging 100 rupees to make an forecasting, which is like 90% accurate, and another person is there who is charging 50% and 50 rupees, and his accuracy level is 20% only, then who will you go for? You will definitely go for the costlier one. So that means if the accuracy level is equal, then the forecasting must be economical. आप फोरकास्ट उन्हीं को करने के लिए दोगे जिनका पैसा थोड़ा कम है, जिनके चार्जेस थोड़े कम है. Whoever is economical, but at the same time you also need to take into account the accuracy of the forecasting, right? Next point is availability. The fourth point is availability. Availability is what? Whatever method you consider, there must be relevant information available for that immediately, right? Because your main aim is what? Your main objective is to get quick result by using useful information, right? Quick result and useful information. Next point is what? Stability. Stability क्या है? आपका फ्यूचर में जो भी चेंजेस होने वाले हैं, जो भी चेंजेस एक्सपेक्टेड हैं, you have to make the forecasting in such a way that it also considers the future changes, right? ताकि वो स्टेबल रहे. अगर लेट्स से फ्यूचर में कोरोना आ गया या फिर ओमिक्रॉन आ रहा है अभी जैसे, आपको वो चीज़ को भी ध्यान में रखना है, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल हैव टू make a forecasting which will be stable even in the adverse situation. And lastly what? Utility. जो forecasting method या technique आप use कर रहे हो, that must be easily understandable and suitable for the management, right? What are the 6 points? ASE, ASU. Very easy. ASE, ASU. Accuracy, simplicity, economy, availability, stability and utility. ASE, ASU. So आज का ये क्लास यहीं तक रहेगा. I really hope you enjoyed this class. And if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button. Also share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel, The Witty Turtle. Unacademy has extended the period of 22% discount by 2 days, that is till 5th of January. So you still have another day and you can do your you can get your subscription as soon as possible, and you can avail the 22% discount by using my coupon code, that is Anvesha10.